And here he is, your host for Forge 2.0, Lucky. What's going on, everybody? How you doing? Is it a good day? Bad day? How did we end the day? How did we end? How'd you do? Did you do good? I did pretty well. Did pretty well. It was a good day. It was a very good day. You know what I mean? Tonight's episode of Forge 2.0 from your amazing host, Lucky, aka the Wild Man, aka Captain Dynamite. I, I get a little. Oh, good evening. So, what we're going to do, I am on episode 118. That's awesome. Awesome. You know what I mean? It really is. The fact that I'm able to do this, it's good stuff. Good stuff. Tonight is about surviving obstacles, okay? I know people are like, "Well, that's boring." Well, some people might agree with you, others may not. For instance, you know, you can it's I would say it's a thing of strength, showing how strong you are, not to anybody else. I mean, yes, surviving certain obstacles, okay? Oh, most definitely. Other people going to see it, okay? Because you surviving certain things, depending on what it is, others are going to see that, okay? They're going to see your strength, even though you're not doing it for them, okay? Good evening. Oh, we got some comments over here. Let's scroll down. Oh, boy. We got it's a good thing. People are going to see it, but we're not doing it for anyone else. Okay? You're not doing it for that person, for this person. You're doing whatever it is that you feel like that's going to help you level up, that's going to help you to enjoy life. You're doing it for you. Okay? It's just you and only you. All right? We're not worried about what anybody else thinks. Okay? We're not. It's what you think about yourself. Now, granted, some of us, if you have family, little ones or a significant other, uh, you'll care what they think of you, okay, in the light that they see you in. A lot of us, a lot of us do. So it's okay. I can understand that. I can understand. So, in essence, it's not that you're doing it for anyone else, but you want to make sure that you are doing good by your doing right by you so that you can do right by those that look up to you. Okay. Or those that, if you're a significant other and she supports you in every way, she's traveling that path with you. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Uh, you'll definitely, like I said, you'll feel proud of yourself, you know, surviving obstacles, okay, that you run into. And it's not just when I say obstacle, it could be a certain decision you can make. So you're running a business. Okay. Should I go this way with it or should we go this way? Do I invest? Do I market? Do I put the money back into the company or do I spend it on other things to help the company? I mean, yes, that could be kind of said is, well, that's the same thing. If I'm putting money into the company, I'm buying things. Yes, but I mean, okay, like as opposed to buying certain things that you might want for the company versus maybe hiring someone that you know will be beneficial for the company or for what you're trying to accomplish versus spending money on clothes, a car. Oh, I've got this image. I need this image. No, not outside. You yourself, that's your brand. I know I should do an episode on branding. You know, it's it's one of those things. I know what it is, but I still have yet myself to fully grasp the it's what it means in its entirety, if that makes sense to anybody out there. Okay. So, you know, overcoming, certain obstacles. Okay. Meaning, like, all right, do I spend money? Do I save money? Do I invest in that? Do I hold back and see how it goes? Do I take a risk? Okay. You know, losing out on an opportunity that you should have taken and then seeing that opportunity explode and you're sitting back, ugh, ugh, you know, what do I do now? All right, okay, so that sucked. Could have went that way. I could have made a lot of things happen. It could have been, man, it could have been huge. Okay, moving on. Let's move on. What can I do now? What can I do that'll put me back on track? Because sometimes I mean, I've talked to a few people and I've done a little bit of research on this aspect of the question that I'm asking you. Okay. And you're doing this boom, 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 boom. Here comes an opportunity. You don't know, it's you're on the fence. There you go. You're on the fence about it. And then you end up deciding, you know what? It's not for me. And you start moving, boom, doing what you're doing. Okay. Now you see that opportunity flourish and explode within like a few weeks, a month. Okay. Some opportunities from what I've seen, they happen that quickly. Okay. I don't fully understand how, but it does. And it's good evening, Mary. So, you look, all right, okay, all right. That sucked. I'm still doing what I'm doing. Meaning that could have propelled me and pushed me. I could have jumped five five levels. All right. So, I gotta think, okay, so what was that opportunity exactly? And you have to remember what were they offering? What would it have cost me? And is it honestly, did I really lose out? Okay. You're surviving that obstacle. Your obstacle being that decision you made. Obstacles come in different, many different forms. Okay. But I know it's surviving obstacles, and I looked at what yesterday was, and yesterday was ups and downs. Okay, last night's. And I'm looking at it going, and then when I got on today and I was sitting down and getting everything together, I was like, I'm looking at everything I want to say, and I'm going, I mean, I almost kind of did this last night because when I said about ups and downs, that it's a test of character, how you act when you're up and how you act when you're down. And this is kind of a tail end of that. Okay. I mean, when you apparently there's songs about overcoming obstacles, adversity, hard times. Interesting. Well, yeah, there's a lot of songs. Okay. Oh, some people apparently get so bunched up about obstacles that you can they get paralyzed. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to react. They pull back. They shut down. You know yes, that happens in life. Okay, but it also happens in a business. I guess I'm trying, maybe it's because I'm trying too much to focus on the business side of this topic versus the life in its entirety. That's what's is that the word for tonight? Entirety. Its entirety could be, could very well be, you know, in its entirety, in its overall complete capacity, you know. But you can I've only read a few articles, and I've talked to more people about it, that they were doing this or they were doing that. It happens a lot in sports. I know I brought it up once or twice last night, but it happens in sports when they're going for this goal, or they're going, they're going for that shot, and they get psyched out. Now it's not always by the other person, albeit sometimes the other person has said something, your opponent, but they said something, and then you've gotten over it. But then all of a sudden, they laid that seed in your head. Some people let that those the insults or whatever it was said, you let it lay a seed in your head, and then you think of it from time to time, and then you think of it at the inopportune times, okay, where Jesus, I might mean it. This is, and then you're screwing yourself up. It's not them. Yeah, they might have said something once, but it's still you hurting yourself because you allowed what they said to be planted in your mind, and then you fertilized it, you watered it, you nurtured it, and now it's impacting your life. Okay. So now you have it's a that much more difficult obstacle to overcome. Doubt. There you go. Self doubt. That's huge. Huge. And once that seed is planted, I feel it takes a lot to actually to get over it. Okay. It's depending on how strong of strong in the mind you are, how strong your will is. Okay. Strong of, I mean, do you have, oh, what's a weak, okay, because I don't want to talk bad about people that do drugs, because a lot of them do turn their lives around. But uh okay, for this instance, do you want the will of a druggie that hasn't decided to make that change, that hasn't decided to get clean and do better and kick ass, or do you want the will of John Wick? I choose John Wick every time. Every time. Where's my pencil? Give me a pencil. Let me show you. Let me show you how they did it. Baba Yaga. Let's make it happen. you know, uh, it was a great movie. It makes me want to go and watch them again. I want to. The third one is amazing. I did love it. Just to get sidetracked a little bit, was amazing. The fight scene between him and the two Thai guys. I mean, I love kung fu flicks as it is, and I forget their names because the one has only been in one movie where he was like the star. He was the head dude, but he's been in tons of the other ones. He was in the first raid. I think he was played Mad Dog in the first raid. Wow, they're awesome. Both of them are awesome. Uh, and I just love the revere that they showed, the respect they showed John Wick, even though they were trying to kill him. It was awesome, you know. And Mark Dacascos was great. And there, don't get me, was he was. It's it's funny to see him add some humor to that role that he played. I was dying. I was dying. It was funny. All right. Really back moving on. Back I digress. I digress. You let me digress. Let's see. There are apparently a lot of quotes. Okay. Facing your meet your adversity. Oh, here we go. Carefully created to help you unlock your own ability to be resilient in the face of difficulties. These are from people who have met adversity head on and did not falter. Okay, there you go. You're going to run into some kind of obstacles in your life or in business or in relationships, okay? In anything. It's inevitable. It's like death and taxes. It's going to happen. If it doesn't, then your mommy and daddy are rich as hell and they're just making sure that your life is a life of silver spoonage and you don't do shit. Okay? I don't think that really happens anymore. Not too much. I think the parents make them do things in their own way, but I don't think even rich people now don't have such an easy life. So, that being said, it is again a strength of character overcoming these. You are stronger. You know, you're resilient. Sticks and stones might break my bones, but names will never hurt me. Words will never hurt me. Words cannot hurt unless you allow them to. I know we have a huge thing and all this bullshit on the social media has, and they're being taught, oh, if they say this, don't do this. And they're being taught that words can hurt. No, the fuck they can't unless you allow them to. I'm sorry. Words cannot hurt you. They can get to you, but once you decide to stand up for yourself, that's it. They're done. I know an easy 100 people who have an easy 100 people who were bullied with words. I had one physical bully. Okay, one physical bully. I told you all about that long time ago. One physical bully who tried to lay hands on me. But since then, I've had people that would try to cut me down because they were afraid of my passion, because I was loud, because I was smiling and laughing all the time. Every day I got somebody trying to cut me down and say something. I don't give a shit. Words cannot hurt you unless you allow them. Okay? That's it. They I don't know where we turned it to where, okay, words can hurt. No, they can't unless you allow them to. You know? And I'm going to say it. I said it before. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to coin a phrase from Roadhouse that Patrick Swayze said. It's nothing personal. They just don't take it personal. People are just afraid of what your potential is. And they got, oh, what do you mean? Being called a cocksucker isn't personal? No, it's two nouns put together to prescribe a response out of you. To which a guy replies, oh, yeah, well, what if somebody calls my mama a slut? And Patrick, we all know, goes, is she? They don't hurt you unless you allow them to. Unless you allow those seeds of self-doubt. Okay, now 9 times out of 10, and yes, you all know how we do it here in Forge 2.0. I'm blunt. I don't sugarcoat things. Look at who's trying to cut you down. I can almost guarantee nine times out of 10, the person that's cutting you down is a piece of shit. Okay? 9 times out of 10, across the board, is a piece of shit. And or their parents are pieces of shit. And that's where they learned it from. Okay? Yes, we could bring it back to the parents. And I know somebody's tried to tell me, nah, you could be a good parent and raise your kid and they're still going to mess up. Well, screwing up, fucking up, is different from being a piece of shit. Okay? I do apologize for the language. Not really. This isn't a show made for kids. But anyways, a decent parent The kid might have screw ups here and now and then, but they're the 9 out of 10 times, this is a decent kid. Yeah, they might have some screw ups, but you know what? You can work things out. They'll say, I'm sorry, and you'll move on. You'll become friends. Okay? That's how it happens. Nowadays, it's not so much like that. I don't know when we decide we turned it into, oh, words can hurt, words can this. No, they can't unless you allow them to. I'm sorry, they don't. I take it from a guy who has been badgered for the most part all my life. Okay? For a lot of my life, I was 5'3". It wasn't until my 11th grade. No, let's go with 11th grade. Maybe my senior year. I had my sprout and I went up to 6'2". 5'3", 75 pounds in high school. Had my spurt, went up to 6'2", 185 pounds. Okay. I was badgered still a little bit because I was still had the same personality. Now it was just bigger. I don't give a shit what people say. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to do what I got to do so that I enjoy my life. My life is well off. I don't have to work myself to the bones to survive. Gafar, good evening, man. What's going on? Bless you as well, man. So you've got to, you all have the strength, okay, to overcome whatever adversity you're going through. You do. You do. And like I said, you're not alone. Okay. I've always, and I no, see, I don't want to say that because then that brings religion into it. And I don't, well, yeah, it kind of does. It kind of does. Because you could kind of bring it where religion says it. So we're not going to even go there because, like I said, we don't do race, we don't do we don't do culture, we don't do religion, and we don't do politics. Okay, I'm sorry, there's only one race. It's the fucking human race. Don't get me started on that dumb shit. Uh, but anyways, moving on. I'm digressed again. Okay, so I've here's a key point. I myself, okay, I thought I was a strong person. All right, broke my finger. You all know, and I wasn't able to use my hand. Had to more or less do every. It's a good thing I was kind of ambidextrous. The only thing I can't do is write with this. Okay, everything else I could do. Wiping your ass with your non-dominant hand sucks, but I gained a newfound appreciation for people that are handicapped. The ones in the chairs, that I see up on the pull-up bar with doing weighted dips. Phenomenal. The ones running, you know, okay. I gotta push on. Gotta do this. Gotta still do what I gotta do. All right, I broke my finger. Got a whole nother hand still. Awesome. It's just a finger. Everything's good. I've got a thumb. I've got, some fucked up. I got a couple of these two beep, 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 that I can do. Well, good. I can do this. You know, there were a couple words. How are you going to do this? Or how are you going to do that? You know, and it's like, how am I not going to do it? So what? It's an obstacle. I'm surviving. I'm overcoming. There we go. And it's only a short adversity. It's not like it was a long term or that life altering. It does though. Love my cup. Love my Wolf Lake Cub. Awesome. It does though. Okay. Let's put that. There we go. Show you, or you will learn just how strong you are in your ability to overcome things, how resilient. You develop leather skin. All right. Not like you're just thick skinned. Sometimes you are. Sometimes you are. Oh, it's still all right. It's still recording, I believe. Yep. Okay. Cool. Phew, thought I lost it there. I must have not have touched my screen for a while, and then it just went blank. I was like, "Oh no, oh no." But no, you Bible verses, quotes for overcoming adversity and challenges. The greater the obstacle, the more glory when you come out on top. Okay. All right. See, now this one I do like. You take that limitation or that obstacle and you turn it into an opportunity. Hey, good evening. What's going on, Yorman? So, whatever you're dealing with at the moment, okay, how can I, obviously, an opportunity? Can I learn from this? Can I make money from this obstacle? How can I turn this obstacle around and use it for me instead of having it being used against me? Okay. Ah, so these people are afraid. They want to cut me down. All right, cool. All right, how can I use this? Aha! Thickens my skin, toughens me up. Come on, give me more fuel that'll push me even further into the stratosphere than where I'm already headed. Come on, talk your shit. I don't care. Come on, what do you got? It better be funny, because if it's not funny, we're gonna have issues. You know, let's hear it. Oh, you got nothing? You suck. That's terrible. Go back to wherever you came from. Well, I don't say that. And I don't mean like where you came from. If people know, understand what I'm saying, it's more like, all right, you came over here, go back over to your cubicle. Oh, you came over here, go back across the hall, go back up on your floor. Okay. Before some of you nut jobs try to say that I'm saying something racist, because we don't talk that. Okay. We don't do it. And I'll jam my foot up your ass. You bring that shit over here, because we don't do that. Okay. We don't. We don't. All right. So, yeah, we don't do that. Because just as a little key notes here, and I might lose some followers right now for what I'm telling. Let you in a little secret. Your Uncle Lucky, for a good portion of his life, had a black stepfather. Okay, well, didn't have, still have. He's still alive. You know, so I grew up knowing and learning. You know, it didn't matter. Okay, so I'm not going to get into that. Just to let you know. And no, I didn't suffer anything that they did. Like I said, I don't talk, we don't get into that. But I don't do that. And I got a lot of love for the guy still, and I don't want to hear that bullshit because I made that remark about going, you know what I mean? So we don't want to hear it. All right, I can't even see that. Good evening. So, like I said, you know, it is the greater I do agree with that. The greater the obstacle, the challenge that you're facing, when you win, when you overcome, when you succeed, you hear that success, you fix your mindset to winning. It's going to be huge when you break through that ceiling, lift that bullshit off you, and you make it. The money comes in, or that happiness that you feel. I did this. Oh man, I feel fantastic. This is great. I love it. I love it. I survived. I kicked its ass. Made some friends. Fucking lost a few friends because apparently they were just wanted to stab me in the back. What's up, Anthony? How you doing, brother? But no, I fully believe that every one of us, you've got the strength to overcome anything. I don't understand why we allow words, when we changed it to words hurt us. Okay, I grew up, nobody gave a shit. All right, we didn't use a lot of words. There was a little bit of words, then it was your mother, and then we got to fight, and then we helped the other person up, Each of you, that he brushed himself off, I brushed myself off, and then we became friends. There wasn't all this bullshit, bickering words back and forth. No, we didn't do that shit. I would love to do the research if I had the time to actually sit down and do the research to where it changed from sticks and stones might break my bones, but names will never hurt me, to, oh no, now words hurt. Oh, I need a safe place. I need this. No, why are we teaching our kids to run away? Why? That kid that you're teaching to run away is probably 10 times fucking smarter than that asshole that's using word that's calling him names. I guarantee he is. I guarantee that kid that you're sending to the corner or allowing to back away instead of to face himself and kick ass. I guarantee he's 10 times fucking smarter. On top of that, he's going to be 10 times richer than that broke piece of shit. Yes, I'm very colorful. I don't like bullying, as some of you that are closest to me. I fucking hate it. Okay, me and bullying. Oh, all right. No, it just no. You want to talk about a big old Muay Thai knee right through the jaw? I don't do the bullying, and you're teaching that kid that words hurt. You're allowing them to feel that words can hurt. No, the fuck they can't. All they do is plant that seed of self-doubt, and then you're, sorry to say, and kids, if the or your teenagers, I know there's a few of you that watch now and then, teenagers, 21 years old, hell, adults, if you're allowing or you're pushing that seed and watering that seed, well, sometimes, no, there's not, well, sometimes, no, look, that kid's a dick. All right, honey, who gives a shit if your clothes, you're not wearing fucking designer clothes? That doesn't mean anything. Neither does Bill Gates, bitch. Tell him that. Neither does Bill Gates, doesn't wear fucking designer clothes. Neither does what's his fucking nuts, Zuckerberg. You know what? I guarantee Warren Buffett, from what I've seen, doesn't wear name brand shit. Okay? Don't worry about it. What are you worried about? Oh, you got different color hair? You know how many fucking famous punk bands there are? Emo bands, goth bands, whatever kind, all those, those bands that have the different color. Look at anime. It's a billion-dollar business, and I want to say let's say out of 10 characters, okay? Yes, I watch a lot of anime. Out of 10 characters, usually it goes about 6 of them out of 10 have some color fucking hair, and it's doing some wavy shit. Okay, fuck Dragon Ball Z that half the goddamn planet loves. That motherfucker had 9 different shit. Well, okay, 3 different shades of hair, but still. Sometimes good, sometimes shit. Yes, yeah. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. You know, but no, we've got to stop telling our kids or telling our friends, oh, they use words. Do you need a minute? No, they use words. What I say to you, who cares? Tell that motherfucker his mother loves it. Okay? Or your shit. Your daddy loves it. If it's a girl, if it's a female. Hey, your daddy loves the color of my hair. Bitch, go play with your friends. Get the fuck out of here. I got better things to do than listen to you whine and complain and nag because you're afraid of something that I might do. We're afraid of my potential. We got to stop this allowing our kids to feel bad because somebody used a bad word against them or a hurtful word. Words cannot hurt unless you allow them to, unless you allow that seed of self-doubt to fester in your fucking skull. And yes, a lot of people will argue with me. A lot of psychologists and a lot of people that they're trying to water us down. I don't want to speak conspiracies, but try to make us weak and keep us weak and subservient. Oh, no, you need pills because you got issues because of words. No, the fuck I don't. You know what I need? I need a hammer, a shovel, and 3 bags of lime. That's what I need. Maybe a wheelbarrow, depending on how size the fat fuck is. Nothing against bigger people. I myself am a big person, so I can use that term. I don't give a shit. You know, I'm sorry. I'm not promoting violence. That kind of sounded like I was promoting violence. I don't promote violence, but bullies should get what they deserve. I'm sorry. There has been too many great souls, great people who could have accomplished. Now, this is just from the ones I was able to see because I'm probably sure there's ones we don't know about. The things I've read about some of these people that were bullied, that what they where they were on their way to and what they could accomplish and what their passions were and what they were doing that we're going to miss out on now because some shitty parents had their shitty their shitty kid bullied somebody else. And this kid was taught, oh, words can hurt. No, they can't. They weren't taught to use them as fuel. They weren't taught to stand up for themselves. I know there's a thing going on in the schools where if you're being bullied, and even if you talk to the your security guard or your teacher or the principal, they don't do anything. And the time when you stand up for yourself, you punch that motherfucker in the throat, you get suspended. You know what? I'm right up in there. I'd be right there with those fucking parents. Ah, Mr. Lucky, you got to come get your kid. Yeah, well, yeah, Melissa, she got in a fight. She beat up a couple kids because they were bullying her, and we have a zero violence policy. No problem, Dick. I'll be right there to pick up my kid. I'm taking her for ice cream or whatever extravagant meal she wants. She stood up for herself. I'm happy. Oh, don't worry. We got homeschooling we can do, or we can get the shit online now, especially with the COVID. I don't give a shit. My kids stood up for themselves. Congratulations. Thank you, Principal Dick. Click. And I'm on my way to get you. I have no idea who in their right fucking mind allowed this to go in our school systems. That it's not good to defend yourself or it's bad. And yes, I know I've talked to a lot of parents that, oh, well, that's you're promoting violence. No, I'm promoting standing up for yourself. I'm promoting standing up against shitty kids. What I should be promoting is going to the parents of these shitty kids and slapping the shit out of them and telling them to do better. How about that? Oh, no, we can't do that. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Why? Why not? If my kid defends himself from your kid, he gets suspended. Well, shit, I might as well just take a roll of quarters and punch your daddy in the mouth for allowing you to be like that. Or if it's a female, find a female friend with a lead glove to slap the shit out of your mama. Do better. We're tired of the excuses. We're tired of all these fucking lights that are being snuffed out way too early because we're teaching our kids that words hurt. They don't in any way, shape, or form. None. Why would you allow your kid to do this? Why would you allow your kid to feel bad because someone's using bad words against them? No. I would teach my kids, look, walk away. If they don't allow you to walk away and they put hands on you, do what you got to do so that they don't ever put their hands on you or anyone else again. That's not promoting violence. That's promoting standing up for yourself and defending yourself. Because obviously, if somebody's putting hands on your kid after running their mouth, you've went beyond bullying. Now you're assaulting me, and I have a right to defend myself. Okay? So we don't do this anymore with well, I can't say we don't. I would be a whole pusher if this was to become not a trend, but a movement about sticks and stones might break my bones, but names will never hurt me. Words do not hurt unless you allow that seed of self-doubt to fester in your head. Okay? Then you start doubting yourself. Then you start thinking maybe people are right. Maybe my clothes aren't bad. Maybe I am dumb. Maybe I don't talk right. Maybe tell them to go fuck themselves. Okay? It's that simple. And yes, people that swear are more creative than the regular people that don't, or get so fuck your offense. I don't want to hear that bullshit. Oh, God. I tell my kids the same thing. That's right. You know, what do they say? I'm going to hit them with so many lefts, they're going to be begging for a right. No, you can't. And I don't want to go corny, but the kids are the future. Okay? Do we do we want our country to fall apart? I mean, I know it already is. We're not going to get into that. But I mean, at the same time, wouldn't you like to start trying to rebuild it? Most of the people just want to bitch about things that aren't going to get changed in our lifetime because humans aren't evolved. We're going backwards. And anybody who tries to say, "Oh no, we're not," no, we're going backwards. The only thing that's evolving is our technology. The fact that I got a fucking computer now that goes in the palm of my hand, or even better, the what is it? The Apple Watch. There's a whole fucking computer on my wrist now. That's the only thing that's evolving. Humans, we're going back to caveman times. Although it's frowned upon if you hit a lady over the head and take her back to your cave. She has to say yes and walk there. You can't drag her. Hmm? Oh, I love that cold water. No, that's cool too. It's been sitting in here. It should be good. You know, but no, you've got to remind your kids it's all right to stand up for themselves. As a matter of fact, you want them to. Honey, if you get scared, come to Papa. I'll train you. I'll teach you. All right. I will teach you how to have thick skin, how to not give a shit what people think. Like I said, I've stopped caring what people thought about me when I was 7. I got to the level of I don't give a fuck. Honestly, I want to say around 8 years old. I didn't give a fuck. I don't care. You're not bettering me in any way. You're not leveling me up. You're not supporting me. You're not lifting me, helping me attain where I'm going to my greatness. You're not helping me forge that better version of myself. What you means is shit, means nothing. So you should teach your kids this. You should. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. Words have no effect unless you allow them to. I don't give a shit what the psychology says. I think whoever decided to write that paper got tired of training their kids to be teaching their kids, raising them to be strong. Who out there would you rather be, a warrior in the garden or a gardener in a war? There's a lot of truth. There's a thing that's been running through on the social media platforms about if strong men breed weak times, which breed weak people, which breed tough times, which breed strong men. It's a vicious circle. So instead of that, always raise warriors, male or female, or the they and them's. Pronouns can be warriors too. Doesn't You're all warriors. Okay, that's just the way it's got. Who we got? What? Lone. Good evening. Hold on. Oh, Uncle Bob. Good evening. I didn't see you there. You know, but raise warriors. Okay, that's it. Words don't hurt anybody unless you allow them to. Do you understand how strong? Let me tell you right there and then how strong you are when you overcome and you stop caring about people using the words against you. I can show you. The people I see on every day can show you how loud I am. I don't give a shit. Why? Because I'm full of life. I have a direction I'm moving in. My positivity is always through the goddamn roof. I don't let anybody douse my light. Don't give a shit. I'm not moping around like a fucking zombie with like Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh with that goddamn cloud always around him. It doesn't happen. The cloud doesn't come on me. That sounded terrible. There's no cloud around me, all right? Might get some lightning if I start to rage out, but that's it. Okay? that's it. I'm all positivity, all moving forward. You know, think of it as like this. Like I said, my train, my positivity, my motivational train. Okay. One, we got, I've got, who do I got? I've got the juggernaut is driving. Okay. He's driving the train. Okay. I got Doomsday and Hulk on the sides. All right. In the second, in the first, so here's the engine room. There's the juggernaut. I got Blue Marvel. I got Thor. I've got Null. Okay. I've got Gnor, the God Butcher, in there too. That's my strength, okay, of motivation. That's my drive right there. I don't give a shit. I've got all the, not saying I'm rage. Just imagine all that power, that passion, that persevering persistence coming at you. And the best you got is using some weak, feebled words, brother, I'm going to run right over you. And I'm not even going to give a fuck. And I'm going to do it all the while working on a better version of me. Teach your kids words don't hurt. They will be, it's one obstacle that if they survive, when they survive, not if, when. Okay, when. Because honestly, if a kid cannot survive this, then you have failed as a parent. And I'm sorry to say, but we should not be teaching our kids that words hurt because they don't. We have lost way too many lives to this bullshit. Too many. Oh, but we can't say anything, or you can't stand up. You can't, you don't say anything, or you're you're being aggressive. I don't give a fuck. This has got to change. It's okay for this to happen, but they get a slap on the wrist. I know in some places they are doing it where, depending on the severity of it, I remember hearing this. I haven't done any further research. I don't know if it's concrete on solid news that they were, in some places they were getting charged and sent to prison. I think some of them, depending on the severity, if a kid took his life, that the person that caused this, or persons, were getting jail time. If that's true, yip, yippee ki yay. Good. It's a start. Do I want to see more? Most definitely. Most definitely. Okay. I've seen too much with the ones that got out, the ones that are making something of themselves. A lot of the ones that are on here, okay, these kids with doing some of this stuff, a lot of the shit that they're doing on the computers. Okay. The ones I watch, I was talking to a buddy of mine. I don't really like, and I have a couple games on my phone, right, that I play, but I can't fully enjoy it. You got to get a tablet because the work, the coding I got from what it's called for these characters that they draw, that they do put the codes in to create this character on the computer game, is phenomenal. You can't fully enjoy it on a phone. You need something bigger so you can see the character. Okay. With the shit they're doing for these video games, a lot of these people, that's where they go. They go to these games, they go to music. Okay. Thank me. Oh, and you want to kick fucking music out of the schools and art. Are you touched? You know what I'm about to say. Did you eat a bowl of stupid for breakfast this morning? What in the hell? Okay. All the song, I don't know, musicians. There we go. All the song people, blah, 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 all the musicians that we have. Are you shitting me? How many of them we wouldn't have if you got rid of music? Artists. And these people, until they really they get in there and start doing it, they're cut down. Words are cut. They're cut. You suck. You're not good. What happened to why can't you just say, I like it? All right, let's go. What do you got? Let me see. Improve on that. That's pretty good, man. You got potential. Let's improve on it now. Show me what else you got. Throw some tracks in. Here you go. Let's try this. Why can't we do that? Are you afraid as an adult somebody's going to say something to you? Are you scared? Why? What are you afraid of? Words cannot hurt you. Unless they're they're into the black magic. I'm not saying that any of these are bad before any of you get above, but listen, unless they're into one of those supernatural festivities, this way nobody feels like I'm trying to talk bad about you, because I'm not, where sometimes words can hurt, then that's different. Okay, if somebody books a hex or a curse on you, that's something else we could talk about. But other than that, no. Oh, your mom's ugly. Oh, your shoes are ugly. You're stupid. Who gives a fuck what they say? Why do you care? Why? I want somebody to be able to tell me why you care what somebody else thinks about you. Okay? Why? We should be doing nothing but helping the kids to forge immovable and indestructible foundations. Okay? Working on that mindset that, like I say, when we move, when you make a decision, when you move with purpose. You don't half-ass, you don't willy-nilly, you know, none of that bullshit. Okay? All of you, that's the direction. Okay. What do we have? Oh, I can't even. Surprise! Good evening. I hope I was at least close. Oh, hold on. Negrita, good evening. So surviving obstacles. Okay, I know I'm trying to kind of turn this into, instead of you're forging a better version of yourself, it's helping your kids. Okay, because I mean, if you think about it, that's your reason for forging a better version of yourself. Okay, people say they go through something. People say, "Oh, I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I'm strong enough. I don't know." And I say, "Shut up. You don't have a choice. You got kids. They just made the choice for you. You have nothing but to be strong for them. That's your anchor." But why am I doing this? There's your reason. Right there. Okay? Right? It's that simple. It really is. Your kids, that's your reason. All right? If you don't have kids, you got a significant other that you love to death, that you tear down Mount Olympus for. That's your reason. That's your anchor. And vice versa. Ladies, this applies to you as well. Okay? You got into a relationship, it's 100, both of you. It's not 50-50, because that means you're putting 50% out to something else. No, it's 100. Okay? Both of you giving 100%. Surviving the obstacle together. See, bullying is it. I don't want to say that it was a family thing when I was growing up, but it kind of was, because I would come home, if I talked to my parents, stand up for yourself. When you stand up for myself, they won't bother you anymore. They were right, and I did, and I became friends. Yes, I only had one, like I said, one physical bully who got up the nerve to put hands on me, but the rest were just people running their mouth. It doesn't work. It doesn't. I've been asked. It doesn't work to a point where I'm asked if I'm given drugs or if I take drugs in the morning, because all I do is, the only thing that people get out of me is a laugh, a jovial Santa-like chuckle, and maybe a grin that says, "You're lucky I don't have any hot sauce, because I'd put a stick up your ass and throw you on a fire and eat you." Not really. I'm not promoting cannibalism. Calm down, all you people. I know a bunch of people just went, "Cannibalism? He wants to eat people. Who the fuck is this guy?" Oh, no, you can't watch him. You know what? But like I said, it's just a look. I'm not saying I'm going to do it. I know my buddy Anthony's looking to see. Is he going to bring out the machete? Is he going to bring it out? Oh, here's an arm. Oh, you want a leg or an arm? Oh, what do you want? A wing? No. Okay. If it at all, and this is for everybody watching or the ones that will watch, check it out. You feel that you would like to challenge me, and I'm don't mean challenges and like prove me wrong. Kind of sort I do. I do because I'm sorry words don't hurt. I do. And in this I'm right, you're wrong. Okay? No. A child should not have to go through this severe of an obstacle. Okay? They shouldn't. We're losing too many to this bullshit. Or the ones that even though that we may not be losing, they are so broken that it takes them until they turn 30 something or 40 to finally realize their potential. Then they get pissed off for a year or two and then they finally make something and they've just wasted their life. Okay? We got to do better. We got to change that mindset. Okay? Words do not hurt unless you allow the seeds of self-doubt to fester, to grow. They don't. They don't. I'm sorry. You know what? What it works in my mind is, I go in there when I'm watching a kung fu flick. I go in there with a couple 100 gallons of napalm and couple of shovels, and I blow the shit up, dig it up, blow it up, some more, and then I kick it away. That's what I did. I used to do. Now, because I've gotten so good at just stopping it, it doesn't even make its way in. It don't, you know? The only time something can fester and grow in my head is if I allow it to. That's it. Words don't hurt me. Don't give a shit. I don't. I mean, I wish I really wish I could put together a course and teach this to people that words don't hurt. That at all, they don't. They don't. That it's okay to stand up for yourself. It's okay to be different. Like I said, you want to talk different. If you really want to talk different, you want to be out there. What do I always say? Well, the number I use 7.5 billion people on the planet. Okay. I've come closest to one person, one that was like maybe this, that was somewhat close to how I am. Not even. Maybe at 25%. Maybe. That was it. That's it. 45 seasoned years. Okay. Oh, where did that go? Right there. I'm going to have to see what that is. 45 season years. I've come across one person that was 25% like me. 7.5 billion people on the planet. Now, you want to talk about being alone. I challenge anybody. Anybody. Come on the show. Write a comment. Okay? I know what it's like to feel, I guess, alone. I've relished in the quietness of that, in the ability to figure things out, to figure myself out, really. Okay? The strength it gives me in knowing, okay, I can make it alone. So when I'm not, boom, I'm that much more powerful. I'm that much more potent, that much more dangerous of what I can accomplish when I set my mind to it. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Don't let those seeds of self doubt grow. You will survive this obstacle or whatever obstacle you're dealing with. You will. Okay, maybe not whatever. I shouldn't say that because then somebody will probably try to get, dumb and throw in some kind of fucking disease illness out there. Well, what if I got this? And, there's always somebody, like I said, that wants to add a little bit of stupid negativity to it. So, at that, I do believe, right, we have come to the end of our moments, end of our time. Again, I want to thank everyone that came by, anyone that left a comment. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Ricky. You should go back and watch the whole episode, buddy. Tell your friends. Go to Forge 2.0 on YouTube and hit subscribe and like. If you want to definitely find me here and then on the Forge 2.0 group, the podcast group. There's a group chat, whatever the hell the groups are. It's Forge 2.0 group, not my business page. I screwed up on that. I got to get rid of it. You can find the link to my YouTube right there. Subscribe and like, man. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for commenting and engaging with me. That's awesome. I love it when the audience engages. That's the whole reason why I went live, was to get some back and forth going. So, have a great night. I hope you kicked ass today. I hope you kicked ass tomorrow. And make sure that everybody remember Forge 2.0 YouTube. B__lucky on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. Yes. And, well, no, Twitch, it's, I think, B Trokansky, at B Trokansky on Twitch. I've only got the one thing up on Twitch. I haven't put anything else up there yet, but I'm in the process of it. I'm starting to. I'm trying to, you know. The book is coming along. It's transferring from paper to turn it into an ebook. Like I said, it's a how-to manual, and it's a how-to kibosh any excuse you have of why you can't succeed, why you can't have better, why you can't do this, why you can't forge a better you. All right. That being said, all right, folks, I got to get out of here. My big mouth will keep on talking. Thank you for everyone. I appreciate you so much. Remember, Forge 2.0 on YouTube. I want to be able to stream live from there so I can use my phone for other things. And I need 1,000 of my 8,000 followers that I have to go on to Forge 2.0 on YouTube. Okay. Everybody had a great night. I hope you kicked ass today. Hope you're closer to that weekly goal, that weekly milestone, helping you to level up to get to that next level, which is the next week. Closer to your goal. You're 1 day closer. You're 1 week closer. Any kind of progress is still progress. All right. Y'all have a great night. Thanks for coming. Later.